Are you a guy watching this who gets nervous or afraid when he thinks about approaching a beautiful woman? Maybe you even get paralyzed and you can't do it. I want you to keep watching this video because I'm going to give you some tips about how you can overcome that fear, that paralyzing, horrible feeling that you get when you think about approaching a woman that you're attracted to. So I'm Ben Alexander from the Legends Academy. We're the #1 success education for men, and we help guys with their confidence, dating and relationships, and financial freedom. And I'm in Auckland right now, as you can see from the harbour behind me, and I was out last night with some clients here, and we were going out to a night spot, and we were meeting some women out there. Now, I had a client, he's a new client and hasn't been working with me except for this first time, and he was very afraid at the start of the night. Now, before we went out, and this is something that you're going to want to remember, there's an equation for fear, and all you really need to understand about fear is the most important component of the fear equation is time. All right, so time to fear is like oxygen to a fire. So if you don't have time when it comes to fear, you can't have fear. The same way that if you don't have oxygen, you can't have a fire. And I told the clients this at the start of the night. I said, look guys, what you're gonna have to do is when we get to this venue, when we get out to this bar, you're gonna just need to go straight away. The first beautiful girl you see that you're attracted to, you just need to see her and just go straight away. Because if you wait, all that's gonna happen is time is gonna increase, and then that fear is gonna get stronger and build just like a fire would build if it had more oxygen. And so I told all the guys at the start of the night, and you know, most of them, all of them pretty much except for one person, just saw a girl straight away and went in. Now, these other guys, to be fair, have been working with me for a while, so they were a bit more used to doing this, a bit more practice at it. But the client who was new, he didn't take this advice. Okay, so he didn't take this advice at the start of the night, and he waited and waited and waited and waited. And as you can imagine, because he gave so much time to his fear equation, his fear got really, really high and he got really, really afraid. And I spent a long time with this guy. In fact, if you can tell from the way my voice is so worn out right now, I was spending a long time, you know, talking this through with him, trying to work through with it, trying all these different things. And you know what, I'm really proud of him because in the end, he did overcome it. You know, we worked together. I didn't quit on him. He wanted to go home. I wouldn't let him go home. And he was really mad at me at one point because I just would not allow him to quit, because I knew that if he went home that night and he didn't overcome his fear and he didn't choose that he was going to be the boss of his fear and instead let the fear be the boss of him, that it was going to be twice as hard for him next time that he went out, because he had proof that fear was more powerful than him. So I stuck with him, and you know, to his credit, he stuck with me too. And at the end of the night, you know, he left it to the dying seconds. He saw a girl and he just went up to her and he started a conversation with her. And the funniest thing was this, and this is a lesson that you're going to want to take away from this video if you're watching this, is he realized that the hardest part of his whole night, the most difficult part, the most complicated bit, was all the stuff he was creating by not just going over and doing it. By him just not walking over to the girls, he was actually making it way harder on himself. He was allowing, you know, that fear to get a hold of him. His body felt horrible. He felt nervous. He felt sick in his stomach at one point. Like, this is how nervous he was, and this is why I'm so proud of him for stepping up and doing it. And he realized that as soon as he just went, as soon as he just said, you know what, I'm just gonna go do it, and then I'm doing it. And this is literally what he's saying. And he just walked over and he did it. And afterwards, it's like, how was that, man? You know, was that just way easier than you just standing there deliberating, talking about it, feeling terrible? And he said it was, man. He's like, that was so much easier than I thought it was, and it felt so much better than I thought it would. And now I just feel so good that I'm not stressing about it anymore. I'm not resisting, because remember, that which you resist persists, okay? That which you resist persists. So he was resisting it. He knew he had to do it. He knew it was going to happen anyway, but he was resisting it for so long, and it was that resistance that was actually causing him all this pain. So if you want some tips going away from this, the main one to remember is obviously time is a critical component of the fear equation. The longer you wait, the harder it's going to be. Also, it's so much easier when you just go. As soon as you go, it's like a huge release. It's like a huge weight is lifted off your shoulders, and it just instantly becomes a lot easier for you. So yeah, I hope that you can take these valuable lessons away from this video today. I want you to click on subscribe and make sure that you get these videos first. I want to say thank you for watching too. Please keep watching our channel. Please share this video if you think it's going to help a buddy of yours that struggles with this. And also, yeah, I can't wait to see you in the next video. Remember to stay legendary out there.